Welcome to the GOAT Show, the show where we celebrate and debate all things great. I am joined by my co-hosts, Fresh and Deezy. Oh my God, Deezy, what you got
What
there?
the fuck is that thing, bro? Like
Patter.
smoking a gorilla finger to a whole new level. What the fuck?
Oh my God. Listen, it's Sunday. It's Sunday night. All right. I've had a great week. I'll tell you, I had a really great week this week. So I want to toast all y'all, the goats out there. If you got to drink some, you got to get your last smoke in, whatever, before you got to go back to your responsible day job.
To answer your question, cheers to that. This is a new product coming out for Dr. Zodiac's Moonrocks. Hoping to have him on the podcast soon. It's a 5-gram Moonrock infused dynamite stick. It's got Moonrocks and some more concentrates, and then it's rolled in keef, and it's also was packed with keef on the end. So it's just like bada boom. It's testing at 45% THC. So that's a pretty good little punch for your money. Is 5 grams. So we're gonna see how long this bad boy burns during the live stream.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Shout out Dr. Zodiac's Moonrocks.
Dr. Z, Zodiac's Moonrocks. He's like hanging out with Snoop and shit. Like Snoop was saying his shit is fucking. He was even getting a little challenged by it. It's that hardcore.
Yo, I remember an interview. He's like, bro, don't smoke that, bro. He's like, Uncle Snoop's telling you, you can't handle it. You can't handle the smoke.
All right. Well, I'm assuming if I got like secondhand smoke, I'd be high as a mug. Anyway,
one day we're gonna be our live podcast room, and we're gonna have a day where we get ZiLLY high live on stream. That's gonna be like,
I mean, not to go on a side note, but have you heard of All American Rejects, the classic American rock band? They're tired of all these tickets going into these stadiums or arenas or whatever, and half the tickets are botted, and then they cost $200 each, and then it's a half full arena. All this bullshit's happening in the music industry. So they're just like, fuck it. We're gonna go. Like, who wants to do a house party? Invite us there.
Oh, I fucking seen that shit.
It's cool.
Bro, that's
right?
pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of brings it back, because if you grew up in the era where people were like starting their own bands and shit, like that was the type of shit that was happening at parties. Like, you didn't have money to book a band, but you had $20 to pay some guys from your school who had a band.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dope. Yeah. It's dope, man. I mean, that's what I did in college. We had like,
bro, can you imagine the zoning on that though? Like, if somebody has a house party and invites us,
they have video of it. People, they've done it, and like they've had to like, and to their credit, like it's just they just show up and then they try to figure it out on the day, like how they're gonna do it, and so I don't know if anything crazy's happened, but looks like they're having a lot of fun. So, it's pretty dope, man. Definitely missed
great
the days
marketing.
of great marketing. Yeah. You know what else is great marketing? Saying you got shot in the foot.
Damn.
Saying you got shot in the foot. Man, you launched a whole career off that. Unfortunately, other people got to go pay for that marketing venture. Of course, we're talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, the continuing saga. I mean, this shit's gonna become a Netflix movie, man, or Netflix like TV series. This shit is so all over the place, convoluted. I don't know, Fresh. You want to enlighten the people as what's going on with this?
So, after the last episode, I don't know if it was like a day or two, Tory Lanez's people dropped a website called 36 Hours Later.
Okay.
On this website, there's the police body cam footage that shows her coming out of the vehicle and stepping on glass, right? There's the original report that she had glass in her foot and not bullet fragments. as well as the testimony from the only eyewitness that said Mr. Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, didn't step out of the vehicle until after the shots were fired to try to calm the situation down.
Okay, so
I swear to God, I saw a video of Meg the Stallion from police body cam footage saying, "No, I wasn't shot."
Yes, when she was in the station.
This is exactly what she said. I have it right here. She said, "I really cannot go to jail. I cannot have that on my image." Quote unquote. I just don't even understand how this is what happened to Tory is even possible with this. Like, did this evidence get dismissed? Like, how is this even possible?
Bro, it was suppressed by this crooked judge.
Interesting.
What if Trump pardons Tory Lanez?
I think the only reason he hasn't right now is because Tory's Canadian, so he's having a hard time reconciling it. But he knows he needs to come home.
What if Trump's like, look, I'll pardon Tory Lanez if you make Canada the 51st state. Do you think we get Canada as a 51st, bro? Would Toronto step up and be like, yo, all right, fuck it. Like we American now. And he's like, pardon.
Brother, I'm ready now. I'm fucking over this place, bro.
Governor Carney, pardon this man.
Governor Carney, shoot. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
I'm just shocked and amazed that how is this even possible? Yeah. And then, Anna Paulina, to her credit, the lovely Miss Anna Paulina.
She riding out for him.
Yeah, man. She ride or die. Saying, yo, we got to get free this man. So credit to her.
I think Trump will pardon him, bro. If they don't do an investigation and see that this was fucked up,
yeah,
he'll pardon him.
Can they retroactively go after Meg Thee Stallion or her friend? I think her friend may have been the one who held the firearm, correct?
Yeah, so she had GSR on her.
Well, they both made statements under oath, didn't they?
Yeah, but she got she got immunity.
Oh shit.
To testify.
Smart. I mean, you know what? Hey. Credit. Cheers to you. You knew what was up. You played the game the way you're supposed to play the game. Hey, cheers to you. Power to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you fucked up a lot of people's lives. And
you're gonna make me rebuke somebody this early in the episode?
You gonna rebuke me already? Listen, I'm just saying. Look,
not you, but her, the demon.
I mean,
that was fucked up, bro. You can't do that, man. That's not how you play the game, bro.
I respect. Listen, Machiavelli. Machiavelli.
She didn't even hit nobody. She probably wouldn't even go in. Like, you know how fucked up that is, bro? Like, Meg didn't get shot. Regardless of if, like, I'm not saying that nobody shot at Meg. 5 shots were fired. We heard them on the ring camera. We know it happened. Nobody got hit with them. That bitch would have got nothing.
Right. I mean,
she would have got 5 months and she would have done it in fucking at home.
It doesn't even make sense to me. Like, nobody did like a blood splatter analysis. They didn't look at the wound. I mean, if you get shot in the foot, don't you have some fragments of
they lost
a bullet in your foot?
The fragments that were pulled out of her foot.
Oh, come on now. They lost the fragments.
That's what they said. And check this out. She supposedly got shot in both feet. But 2 days later, she was at the club with bandages only on one foot and she was twerking and shit. After you got shot in the foot?
I mean, even if you didn't get shot, even if you did get shot in the foot, yeah, I don't know. It's just not a good look twerking after you just got shot. I just feel like you got to wait at least how long? Like a month before you be twerking again after getting gunshot?
Bro, you got to wait until your feet are healed, bro. You just got shot in your feet.
That's right. Although, I mean,
how come you didn't get no nerve damage or no bone damage getting shot in your feet?
Listen, this is that thing. It's like, if you say somebody did something that they didn't really do and they get found guilty or they get crime and then later
you should have to do that time
out, you should have to do that time, or at least what they served. Put them asses in there. Actually, yeah, dude, That's absolutely what should happen. They should go be put in prison for the same amount of time Tory's been in prison.
How long?
Fucked
How long
up.
has he been in prison? What, a couple of years now?
2 years
I
now.
locked up right when it happened, and then he's been locked up since.
That's crazy.
So,
dude. How's that even?
And
many
also
years
you
how
gotta
long has it
and you
been?
also gotta remember that like when I don't know if it's like this in the States, but like a lot of places have dead time, right? So like when you're awaiting trial and you're
Right.
not convicted yet, you are getting like time and a half served.
Yeah.
But she should have to do that shit on her head. If he got time and a half, she should have to do that time and a half on her head.
Yeah. That's
Sit on
crazy,
your
man.
hands the whole fucking time, bro. Like taking away someone's freedom like that for something they didn't do is so fucking diabolical, bro.
Yeah, for real. You should get double the time for sure, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Especially because she knew what was going on. She
He
purposefully
didn't,
asked for
even, he
immunity.
didn't even get charged with actually shooting her, right? He just got charged with
Discharging
other
a
shit.
firearm and while a felon or some shit.
Right, but it
Yeah,
wasn't his
it
firearm,
had to
right?
Possession.
Yeah, it had to do with
Yeah.
like felony status and firearm. It didn't even have anything to do with like getting shot or shooting. There was no.
I mean, if it
know,
wasn't his
assault.
gun, then it wasn't his gun. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know what the rules are with convicts and
Being
firearms or whatever.
around
But
guns. Like, listen, in some states, I know that even if, like, say, I'm a felon and you have a gun in your car, I'm not allowed to be in your car. You know what I mean? But
I don't know.
that shit's stupid, though.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause-
at least his reputation can be preserved. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You ain't
Yeah,
shooting women
you're-
in the feet.
Someone
That's
else's his lack of rights shouldn't prevent me from still using my own. So that's
Yeah.
definitely super stupid. Yeah, just
I don't
because
know
you
how
can't possess,
about-
doesn't mean I can't have one when you're next to me. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I,
mean,
actually
right.
don't even think felons should not be able to have a gun, though, right? Because, like,
That's a whole different
what are you talking
discussion.
about,
But
bro?
even I'm just trying to break down the nuance of that stupid ass law.
Yeah,
Like, what the
absolutely. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like gang related stuff. They just want to get the whole gang any way they can get
I
them.
would challenge that to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
It's a violation of my Second Amendment.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Because if you lock up enough people and call them felons, then no one can have guns. And especially since you could be a felon for things that are non-violent, like you get pulled
Yeah.
over with some cocaine, you're a felon now. Going to
Yeah.
jail,
I
can't have a
can't protect,
gun.
but I can't protect myself now
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
come home. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. You guys convinced
So-
me. Give the felons guns. Come on, people.
Absolutely.
that's not that wasn't necessarily
What?
the stance. There should
Oh,
be
oh.
there's probably people that should be after they've done some
Ooh.
things should not be allowed near weapons again. I don't
See,
know,
this
people
is why
that
my stance
do-
is so hard on it, bro. This is why I
do-
believe that if you're somebody who, when you come out of jail, we can't even trust you to have a gun. I don't think you should go to jail. You should go. That's it. It should be over for you. Why are we paying to keep you alive and you can't even be rehabilitated, bro? Makes no sense.
Because,
Makes no
you know,
sense. If we can't
sometimes
trust you
people-
when we come out,
Sometimes people like Tory don't do the crime, man.
so then he does. Then he's not a felon.
I know, but we can't just be killing people out here for crimes all day long. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave some room
No.
for doubt. They call it reasonable doubt.
I mean,
leave
I
some
feel
room
like
for
if
that.
If
you
if
go,
there's
I feel
reasonable
like
doubt, he can't be in jail, bro. That's fucked up.
Well, true. I'm using it a different way, I guess. But
if this really happened and Tory shot her in the foot, then the fair consequence is she gets to shoot him back in the foot,
you know
and then
what?
they're even.
I like that. I like that. Man, we need more eye for an eye up in here. Need more eye
They're
for an
even.
eye.
They're good. No one needs to lose time on their life.
Yeah.
They can shake hands about it. Now they shot each other in the foot. It's
Yeah.
a memory.
Yeah.
You know,
I like
what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how gentlemen used to settle their
It's almost
differences.
a metaphor. They shot themselves in the foot, but each other.
I'm slow today, man. I'm slow today. What we got there? Crack corn? Is it made out of crack? Au fromage. Some French shit out of Canada. Listen, I'm glad Tory's secrets are being spilled because It's allowing him to present a case to get freed. Unfortunately, some other people's secrets have been spilled, and it's causing them a lot of trouble. And that is none other than probably one of the greatest journalists of my lifetime, I would say, Glenn Greenwald.
Leave Glenn alone.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Regardless of your sexuality or whatever you're into, like if it's consenting adults and it's happening behind closed doors and nobody's getting hurt, I don't think you should be being doxxed over it. I don't think people should be releasing those videos. And I also don't think that those videos should be used again as a mark against his character.
Okay.
If he's showing you who he is and how he carries himself in the real world, what he does in his sex life is none of your business. He's still the same person who is reliable and who you know what I'm trying to say? Like all those things are still true about him.
Right.
Just because he likes to do some things in the bedroom doesn't mean shit.
Okay, so I agree with you on the first point that it's wrong. Whoever did this, they did a bad thing. They deserve to face punishment. I have a sneaky suspicion of who that might be, but you know, we'll leave that aside for now. Let's set it aside for now. Let me play devil's advocate on your second point, though. Not to say that I disagree with what you're saying, but there's some people out here, mainly on X, from what I'm seeing, some good, you know, American Christian people out here, and they're saying this Glenn Greenwald's a freak in the sack. This Glenn Greenwald been smoking them drugs and been wanting to have somebody do some things to him, and he's dressing up a little funny. That's what they've been saying, and they're saying, and this is just my question I'm posing to you guys as an intellectual exercise. They are saying that the man behind the curtain, who you are inside, behind the scenes, reflects your worldview and how you behave on the outside. What say you guys? What do you say to that?
We know that that's not true.
Okay.
How do we know that that's not true? Because Glenn has been a reliable journalist,
sure,
and one of the best for many a year. It does not impact his work. It doesn't impact how he treats people. It doesn't impact any of those things. So again, I say, but also the biggest thing is especially if somebody's a Christian, is how dare you want somebody to be perfect, bro? You're turning somebody away because they're imperfect. You're telling them your character makes you a bad bro. None of us are good. You're a bad person too. Who the fuck are you to judge him?
I mean, isn't that
in other ways?
It's a core tenet of Christianity.
In other ways. Huh?
Core tenet of Christianity is that we are fallen. You know, since Adam and Eve and all that kind of stuff.
Does in the Christian Bible, does God say, yo, come to me when you're perfect, bro, and then we'll talk? Or does he want you to come as you are?
Okay, so let me just again play devil's advocate, right? So and I'll put her tweet in the show notes. I can't remember her name, but she was saying in her tweet, she agrees with everything. She was just saying that there was one part of his, so he released a statement. So for anybody who doesn't know Glenn Greenwald is, I mean, how could you not? But if you don't know Glenn Greenwald is, he's an incredible journalist. He was the man who Snowden went to reveal about all the surveillance shit that was happening that nobody was talking about at the NSA. Glenn flew out to Russia to interview him and revealed his identity and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was Hong Kong, and then, you know, Snowden made it to Russia, and then they went from there. So yeah, and this dude has been, you're right, Fresh. I mean, this guy has been a consistent critic of centralized power and government overreach for many, many, many years now. And in recent times, he's been a critic of, you know, very vocal critic, even though he is a Jewish man, he's been very critical of what's going on in Israel. And he's been very outspoken about how it's what's happening in Gaza is a genocide and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, he's made powerful enemies around the world in intelligence agencies, put it that way. So a video came out, you know, it's a sex vid, whatever, you know, there's some gay stuff going on. There's some drugging going on, but it was consensual adults doing consensual things as far as we can tell. at least from what I've read. And so it's nobody's fucking business, in my opinion. But
Absolutely.
right. But what people are, which I don't know if it's an op or not, but what some people take issue with is that he does not, when he wrote a public message on Twitter, and in it he does not express shame for his gayery.
Bro, it's none of your business. You're not supposed to see it. Why is he supposed to be shameful of it? He is not doing it in public. He is not doing it in a place where he needs to be shamed.
Right. I mean, I think they're
Doing
just
it
they're
at
just taking
home.
issue with it
And his
being
privacy was fucking invaded, bro.
right.
Like,
Right. I don't know. I guess. Yeah. What do you think, Deezy?
I mean, it's definitely illegal to release sexual explicit images without somebody's permission. And that's got to be against the rules. So,
it absolutely
I mean,
is.
whoever
All the
did this
rules
broke the
for
law, and it was likely for political reasons.
But do
which is
you
even crazier,
feel
political warfare.
But does a person's let's just say Glenn, it wasn't an illegal thing. Let's say he just put it out there. He's like, look, this is me, and I am coming out, and I just want you all to accept what I am. I like doing these kind of things in the bedroom, right? Let's just say hypothetically. Or let me give you a different example. I'll put myself in the hot seat. What if I came out and I was like, guys, listen, I like doing the baby diaper thing. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. It's what keeps me even, Steven. It's what allows me to, I get the demons out, and it allows me to do my thing. Should that matter? Should that color whatever it is that you're doing in another sphere that you are good at? So in other words, if you believe someone to be immoral in one sphere, it happens in music all the time, right? You believe someone to be immoral in one sphere, but the music too good. I still love the music. I feel personally I can separate, like, there's R. Kelly, and then there's the music.
There's Robert.
I can separate them. I can say, look, flawed people make great art. I'm enjoying that art. I ain't gonna, put that art away. It doesn't reflect on the art to me, whatever. I mean, it would have to be something so egregious, like something truly egregious. There's a lot of leftists that went all crazy during COVID and did all the progressive shit. And I'm telling you right now, I still listen to their music. They still get money from me on Spotify.
I'm going to say this to you. As long as you don't ever wear the diaper on the show, I really don't care. But I honestly would try to get you away from that depravity, right? Like, as a homie off the show, I'd be like, no, you got to stop wearing diapers, bro. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Bro,
but like, honestly, though, I'm not. But like, if you're doing something that I deem like super immoral, like where you're like again, like,
well, I mean, Glenn didn't do anything illegal.
Great,
the baby literally wore diapers on tour. The baby.
Yeah, but as it was satire. You know what I mean?
I know, I get it. Yeah.
What a dough. I mean, with these rappers these days, who knows? Man?
I mean, his name was Baby Jesus at the time, bro, and it was definitely satire. It was hilarious. But like, look, I don't think that you write somebody off because of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think that that's not really the thing to do. Unless it is like something, and again, it's not that it has to be illegal. I just have to deem it like that it's immoral, right? Like, if you're doing something that's immoral, and as much as like, I don't understand why you would want to have gay sex, I don't necessarily think it's like, or know if it's immoral. Like, you're told not to do it, but I don't know if that's like a moral thing or if it's like a cleanliness thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's to me, I think it just depends. It depends on what it is, and I don't know. But I'm very like, I look at creation, art, the things that people build. I almost see it like, once it's there, it's like that's outside of them. I mean, anybody who, a lot of people that are interviewed about their art or their music or their creativity or the things that they create, build or whatever, like, at some point it's no longer yours anyway. That great song that changed your life is really yours.
Who gives a shit? Again, unless it's like, great. Yeah. Some serious things where like I can't separate it. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, who am I to judge people, bro?
I mean, it's not like Greenwald, presented himself differently. He always, I mean, he was openly gay. So I mean,
So you
maybe,
surprised he's gay?
yeah,
He has
yeah,
gay sex?
yeah. I mean, I
The
don't know
fuck?
really.
He didn't
It doesn't even really
do
make
that.
sense to me. It's like,
Yeah,
You-
this is my problem with it, right? Like it's not some freaky deaky shit. This guy's like, yo, let's go release this on all major networks real quick on some hacker shit. You know what I mean? It's not like
Right,
freaky
right.
deaky shit. Bro, you guys like sabotaged his private life.
yeah,
And like you're saying, he's openly gay. What
yeah.
what did you expect to find?
I think it's going to backfire on whoever did it, though. I mean, if it was like, I mean,
Hope so.
it's seeming like it's like maybe an intelligence operation, some kind of thing, maybe Mossad. I mean, who does it benefit at the end of the day, right? But I think people are like, we're tired of this shit. I'm tired of it, man. I don't give a fuck. If it ain't messing with them kids, I don't give a shit. Like, do whatever you want. All
That's
right.
between you and God, my bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how
I mean,
I
it's just
Leave everyone else alone and do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Where I seen people underneath like threads talking about him, and they're like Sodom and Gomorrah, da, 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 like trying to like judge him and saying like and use Sodom and Gomorrah as an example of why you should judge him. Do
There's
you know,
only
do
one.
you know what happened?
One.
Do you know what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Do you know why that happened? Supposedly that story. They were
Well, they're
graping
doing
angels.
crazier shit.
Bro, they
Sodom
were
and Gomorrah was-
graping angels, bro. It wasn't just butt sex, guys. They were graping angels, bro.
Yeah,
Like that's what it says.
yeah. It was pretty
So,
wild.
like,
They were going.
you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
not like, bro, people need to stop using this shit and using the Bible to try to hurt people, bro. Like, and I don't know. I don't like this shit, bro.
I think leave the gays in general alone.
Bro, leave
I mean,
everybody the fuck alone.
Listen, you want your property to have more value? You got to get some gays in the neighborhood. I'm just saying.
It's not 2001, my bro.
What are you talking about? They'll clean it up. They'll make it
Nah.
nice.
Nah.
No.
No. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm probably gonna get canceled for this, but those blue hairs, they ain't the same, man. It's
Well,
not,
blue hairs
it's not the same breed, bro.
Get
I'm
some
telling you, it's not the
conservative.
same breed.
We're just talking about the G's, that the LGBT, all that like letter alphabet soup.
Just
the
the
G.
Gs.
Oh, just the G. But are there still like queer eye for the straight guy G's?
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
They're called Republicans.
Oh,
What?
true.
Whoa.
Oh, like Ant.
Hey, listen. They say the most grinder activity happens at the Republican convention. That's the data. I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
There's a lot of Republicans that believe in
Hilarious.
So why are
closet
they
and-
getting mad, bro? Why are you guys getting mad? Like, you do it too. Just go repent, bro. And shut up. Like, deal with what's on your own plate. Like, this is the thing: is everybody so worried about what's on everybody else's plate, bro?
Yeah, I agree, man.
Your meal's moldy, bro.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. This might be a little controversial. Glenn Greenwald, though he be gay, is a man. And men are very good at compartmentalizing their feelings and emotions and thoughts. We're very good at being like, being a loving father. And then if you got to go to war, you got to make it happen. Like, we're good at that shit. So Glenn I think Glenn's probably pretty good at compartmentalizing. You can be Mr. Badass journalist, do your thing. And then when you get home, hey, whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. We're able to compartmentalize. I don't know about women.
They don't even, bro. Those two things don't even have anything to do with each other. Like, they have nothing to do with each other.
What?
Who you sleep with. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna discredit that somebody that was like a grapist might also be able to be a good journalist. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That's true. That's true.
It's not, they're not
true.
indicative of each other. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that I like these things. I'm just saying one's not indicative of the other. Like, what you do sexually and how you get off sexually, unless you're writing sex columns.
Right.
How are they indicative of each other? Unless you're seeing it bleed through, they're not, like, again, they don't have any general correlation.
And like, I mean, I'm no psychiatrist, but like, or psychologist or whatever, but like, sex stuff is kind of like, I don't know. It's like watching a violent movie in a certain way, right? Like I don't want to go kill people, but do I enjoy seeing motherfuckers get shot up and people I don't like getting like their heads chopped off and stuff? Horror movie? Yeah, I watch horror movies. I like it. You know, I don't get off on it, but I'm just like, it's entertaining to me.
You also understand that it's not a real movie, and that all of that is like graphics and makeup, and that's not real.
Sure, I mean,
when you're watching it, you know that, but you want to see really good quality movie, right? That's what you want to see, like the gore and realism, but you already know that it's not real.
Okay, I got a better analogy. I got a better analogy. And I hate to admit this, I'm coming out now of the closet. I like watching people fight on my Twitter feed, man. I see fight shit on my Twitter feed. I'm like, I can't help it. I gotta stop. I gotta see who's gonna win this fight,
bro.
And some dudes get
pummeled in Rome and Greece. That's how they used to get men. That's how they used to either have us like, oh, we got to watch this, or get involved, because it's just a carnal thing about us. We just love to see other men fight.
Right. So I'm like, I mean,
and
I just admitted that. Should I be judged? I advocate for nonviolence all the time, but I'll tell you what, I see you get fight on X, somebody get pummeled in the face, and then he falls and smashes his head in the concrete. I'm like, oh shit, but I'm still entertained by it. I gotta admit it.
I mean, I grew up with the internet, and so of course I've seen all of the worst things that you could ever see on the internet.
Did you grow up in the rotten.com era?
Yeah, and LimeWire. Oh my god.
Rotten.com was just some fucking
wild.
Don't go to archive.org and search that, bro.
They shut it down. They killed it.
Absolutely.
Bro, sometimes you download a song or you think you're downloading like a song or a music video on LimeWire, and it'll be like some crazy shit. Some crazy shit.
The good old days.
Some insane stuff.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Bro, that shit used to come on to every song, bro. You used to download a song, or you used to hear a song first come out on the radio, and before the MP3 would come out, someone would release that fucking Bill Clinton shit.
Well.
Oh, update, by the way. I had to put it out. It was getting so smoky in here, bro. It was like shit. The smoke house. I got like, I want to say halfway through. I don't have a smoke alarm in here. But
how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Feeling pretty stoned already. Those eyes are low, bro.
Cheers. Yeah. All right, you fuckheads. Stop. Leave Glenn alone. All right. He wants to smoke them drugs and get on his knees and do all that shit. More power to him. It makes him a better journalist. Somebody else who I think has been going through a humiliation ritual. Because some people think the Glenn Greenwald thing might be a humiliation ritual. I don't believe him, but somebody else who I think definitely may have gone through a humiliation ritual in more ways than one is none other than Elon Musk. Elon, brother. They got him.
Bro, did they get him with the Black Eye Club, bro? Is that what we're talking about?
I think so. See, and here's the other thing. I was thinking they were trying to get us, but they kept missing. And that's why we didn't get locked into the Black Eye Club, because we had a week where if you don't watch the show.
And so what? They hired his son to punch him in the face? He has like the littlest black eye, bro.
What if they're getting? What if? Do you even know do you guys know what the Black Eye Club actual conspiracy is with that thing?
I don't know, Deezy. Maybe you can tell us what the Black.
There's a whole conspiracy. I think they're called Krill. Come on, hold on. Let me pull up my AI assistant.
You're right. You're right.
My understanding.
So there's these alien life forms called Krill. They're tiny little like reptilian type life forms that have to take a host, and the way that they get into people is through their eye, and they like get back in behind their eye into their brain. And that's the whole general thing behind what that Black Eye Club bullshit is about. I haven't grokked any of that yet.
Interesting.
But
and then the krill
that's
takes
what
over your mind or some shit.
I don't know. Reddit is a crazy place, ladies and gentlemen. Reddit is a crazy drug. Don't take it often.
I mean,
it'll take you down.
A lot of these world leaders, a lot of these celebrities be getting these black eyes. I mean, how do you get a black eye when you're a celebrity and a protected person? He's saying he got punched in the face by his son. A little kid gave him a black eye.
It's the littlest black eye ever. Like,
I don't know, brother.
This skinny little black eye. My eyes are more black from the kush, bro. Are you crazy?
Couldn't he have punched him in the lip and he got a fat lip? Whatever happened to the fat lip? Ain't nobody getting no fat lips anymore.
Why does he have to punch him in the lip, bro? Who are you?
Wait. Was it his left eye or was it his right eye?
It's this eye, the right eye. I don't think it matters which eye, though. Yeah.
Well, it's as often specifically with the left eye, but I don't know if that really matters. Maybe they're switching it up. Who knows? For Elon.
Elon could have put on makeup.
Bro, Elon has been theory of conspiracy from the beginning. People used to say he's an alien and he's just trying to get back to Mars. This is his home planet.
Probably. It would not shock me if on a complete side note, just a total side note. You know what movie slaps? Men in Black, brother. Men in Black still slaps. I was sitting there, it came on the TV. I was with my mom, my grandma, right? I don't think my grandma's ever seen it. And it made me realize like why Will Smith became a humongous world superstar. Bro. Because his mannerisms and the way my grandma was laughing, she had no idea what she's watching. She doesn't really speak the language. It's all aliens and stuff, but he's so funny,
he's so
and it's
charismatic, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He had the charisma that, like,
right,
and then that succubus drained him, bro.
She might be an alien. Who knows?
Follow up. I'm gonna read the full
set.
I'm gonna read the full Black Eye Club conspiracy theory summary. It's a quick paragraph, but it'll be quick. The Black Eye Club is a conspiracy theory that suggests celebrities, politicians, and other prominent figures who appear in public with a black eye, often specifically the left eye, are part of a secret society or have undergone some sort of ritual or punishment. The theory has gained traction on platforms like TikTok and YouTube, with some posts and videos garnishing millions of views. It is often tied to claims about Illuminati, QAnon, or even more fantastical ideas like soul scraping by reptilian humanoids or injections of adrenochrome, a chemical supposedly derived from children's blood to maintain youthfulness. These claims lack credible evidence and are largely speculative.
I mean, all I know is this.
Right. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
all I know is that they say the classic story with the Black Eye Club is that it's a humiliation ritual, right? You got to get punched in the face. You got to show publicly that you got a black eye. And I mean, everything that's happening with Doge, I mean, this is like I think Elon's going through a gigantic humiliation ritual with this whole fucking thing. None of the Doge cuts are getting put in the bill. He's leaving the Trump administration. He has publicly stated that he feels he's probably better for him to just stick to building cool shit. And he ain't going to give no more money to none of these politicians. I don't know, man. I think this is just the cherry on top, the last boom cherry on top of a gigantic humiliation ritual that Elon just went through. That's my take. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
Well, those are two separate things. The Black Eye Club and a humiliation ritual are two separate things. Like the Black Eye Club isn't a humiliation ritual. So like,
it's not that kind of ritual.
Yeah. Like if it was his last ditch thing, it's because he wanted to get out of it because he's tired of doing it. They made him take the reptile. They made him take the krill, you know?
Take that krill.
And now he's subservient to the adrenochrome, right? This is how they lock him in. Is he needs the adrenochrome now?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, bro.
I don't know. I'm just bullshitting.
We just cracked the code.
Crack the code, bro. Listen, man. All I
Dude,
need is a little
taking the
bit,
crow to be in like all the hip hop tracks now. It's gonna be
We're not gonna be able to get a hold of Fresh tomorrow. He's just gonna be gone. And then like 4 days later, he's gonna show up and he's gonna have a black eye, bro. You're gonna get his ass, dude.
no, bro. I think what's gonna happen, Deezy, you're gonna get the krill. You smoking the krill. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and it just makes your eye, it makes half your face go black.
I have plausible deniability because I could say I got punched at work in the eye.
Oh shit. Oh man. Hey, listen, we got to. I'll tell you what. We got to start making amends. We got to start getting on the right side here, because if we don't start doing this shit soon, we're gonna end up in the Palantir database.
Oh, you're already there, buddy. Sorry to break your.
Listen, Palantir. Hey, listen, you guys do great work. I love Zionism. I don't want no weapons. I'm ready to join.
You what now? You what the fuck?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Palantir. Hey,
Hold
hey,
on. Bro, I wasn't even
here.
listening.
Your
to
boy
you.
out
What
here.
the fuck did you just say?
He's trying to collect a check, bro. He's at all costs.
No, I love Palantir.
Just
I
like an
support
Indian.
their collection of data for our fatherland of the United States.
Yeah.
And the Goat Show also.
Is that where the data is? Is that where the data is in the United States? Is that where it goes?
Listen, guys.
The
I
USA.
mean, at some point, you got to make decisions about your future, and you got to go on the record, make sure people know where you stand. And I just want Palantir to know that we stand in the right positions, so that
Better tell him not to watch any previous videos too.
I don't even
Or
know
any future videos or from this point forward.
You're just hoping that one of the.
I'm sure some shit I said earlier in this episode, actually. Like, I'm sure if they've watched this whole episode, they already don't believe you.
Already. Oh, man. For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, okay, so let's Palantir is Peter Thiel. The
PayPal mafia.
Part of the PayPal mafia, made a chunk of change there. Then he was one of the earliest investors the earliest investor in Facebook. So he's a gajillionaire. All right. And Peter Thiel, I don't know. I always felt like maybe he was a decent dude. I don't know, but he is the funder and supporter of Palantir and the CEO of Palantir, Alex Karp. I think John Lonsdale is another dude. He's been involved in a lot of like defense company, like modern defense companies like Anduril and some of these other companies, which we'll talk about in a second. But
for anybody who doesn't know, what is Palantir?
So Palantir is my understanding, it's just government grade, military grade AI data, everything, collection, processing of information, et cetera, et cetera. And I think up until now, and we can probably get more details here, but up until now, they've really been in the Defense Department, and they've been responsible for intaking data and being able to use data to make smarter decisions about what happens on the battlefield and strategic operations of the military. Which, hey, that's legit. We want to have the best military. We want to have the most advanced military, technological, whatever. Great, cool. Unfortunately, a lot of that technology they developed is surveillance technology. And it seems like what's happening is they were using that to surveil our enemies. And now, based on what I'm reading from the last 2 days with Trump, they're now going to take that technology and they're going to turn it on us, the U.S. citizens, and they're going to use that technology to create a database of every American in this country. And from what I read here, if this is accurate, they're saying that it's going to combine tax filings, student debt, Social Security, bank accounts, medical claims, and your immigration status to create a profile.
What do you mean bank accounts?
Bank accounts. And they're going to use that AI to get up in your wallets, I bet. So all you crypto guys out there that were like, oh, I'm gonna skip here and do a skaggle there, and do a hornswoggle here, and get around these IRS agents. AIRS is coming for you.
AIRS. Oh my God.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to go back like 35 episodes to where I'm, and then when you guys get back, I'm gonna tell you I fucking told you so, bro. Continue.
Okay. I mean, that's what they're saying. I don't
what
know.
comes next. What comes next? That's the question, right?
Mhm.
Is it complete digitization, zero cash, and a completely electronic economy that can all be visually publicly traced on ledgers?
I mean,
Always
they're saying
back. Social
they're
credit
saying-
score, fucking
Yeah.
CCP style. No. Now, if you were gonna go live off grid, now's the time, bro.
I don't know if
Come
you
back
can live
in
off
5
grid.
years and see what's going on.
I don't know if you can even live off grid anymore. Everything's in everything. They can send LiDAR, whatever rays, so you can figure out what's under the pyramids, bro. They ain't gonna find your bunker. No, this is
Are they looking for
the
me,
world
bro?
order.
Are they looking for me and my 3 cows, my bull, and my chickens and my goats, bro?
I mean, if you're saying the wrong thing about the wrong group of people, because let's just say the head of Palantir, Alex Karp. I don't know. Maybe he's a good guy. I don't know, but he's definitely let's just say he's very, very pro Israel. That's one example. They've been using this technology to do shit in Gaza. They've given this technology to Israel to use. So I don't know.
Hey, listen, bro. I've been seeing videos of people in Gaza saying we want to leave, bro. Let them have it. But Hamas is not letting them leave, apparently. So I don't really know. I don't know what's going on. I don't have boots on the ground, and I'm not an expert. But
I agree with you, Fresh. Palantir, make a note of that. Listen, I'm just trying to get our points back. I know that we're kind of down a couple of points. I don't know how many points we're down on the Palantir board, but we got to win them back, fellas. So we got to start saying the right things. We got to start thinking the right things.
Pointy's nuts.
Oh,
But if we just say, I wonder if we just say Palantir like multiple times and we just keep saying it, like if the number of people watching our stream will go up. It's like Palantir is great. This show is sponsored by
yeah, Palantir. Come on, sponsor this show. We'll say whatever you want.
He's ready to sell it out.
This is what happens, though. What do you want, the carrot or the stick? You guys want the stick? Let's get the carrot, bros.
This guy thinks you get one or the other all the time.
I mean, kind of.
They're gonna give you a little carrot, and once you're there, stick.
Hey, the trick about it is the carrot is on a stick, my G. And it's just dangled out in front of you, and you're walking forever.
I just don't know what to do, fellas. I mean, okay, so here's Trump frustrates me so. Why would he agree to it? How is this America first? Why would he agree to it?
It's not.
It's like it's always with him. It's always like 5 steps forward, 20 steps back. And then tomorrow he might come out and be like, we're not going to do that. So I'm trying to hold the 72-hour rule with Trump because he'll agree to something and then he'll be like, no, we're not doing that shit. Because maybe someone explains to him like crazy, But,
I don't know. Who knows how many people who's actually listening to and is as far as his advisors, right? Because of the first term, he said a lot of things about how he had some people there that he wished he didn't have in his cabinet. And so I don't know, maybe hopefully
and then he puts Rubio in. I mean, Rubio's out here like we're not going to let anybody in the country who's critical of Israel. I mean, that's wild, dude. You're not going to let I mean
I'm cooked. This is why I'm saying 51st state all the way, because otherwise I'm cooked.
I mean, you might be safer, man. You got. I mean, they're not pro-Israel, right? In the Carney administration.
I don't know. I think they are, bro.
They are. And again, I mean, whatever, Israel, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to fund everything.
I don't think they're pro-Palestine.
They're not. Probably not. Most elite powers are not pro-Palestine. I don't know. Fuck it. Gaza Laga, let's go. I'm for it.
No.
Nah, bro. Hands off the cheese. That's what I say.
Hands off. All right. We're gonna fight this together. This Palantir.
The Middle East needs to figure that problem out together. It's a local issue that they all need to work somehow.
Listen, they've been trying to figure it out for like 2,000 years. It's cool. One day they'll get it, or they won't. I don't know. What is there to say, bro?
Only the problem lies in that Israel is, one of the largest strategic allies in that area. Kind of are, especially during, when we were in Iraq and fucking Kuwait and all that shit. When we were over there,
I say Saudi Arabia been holding it down for the U.S. longer than anybody. That's my opinion. Saudi Arabia been holding it down, man. They're like, we ain't gonna raise these oil prices or lower them or whatever. They're like, you can build your AI shit in UAE. It's not Saudi Arabia. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I feel like they've been holding it down. That's why Trump skipped Israel last time. But again, I'm no geopolitical expert, but I'm just saying, like, he did skip Israel last time, and when he got greeted with the purple royal carpets. I mean, I never see Israel, meet our president with royal purple carpets. You know what I'm saying? I want a royal purple carpet. If I'm coming to your country and I'm the president.
You're never getting elected, bro.
I don't know where to go with that. Roll them up. I don't know, man. Palantir, sponsor the show, and we'll shut up. There you go.
No, you can sponsor the show. And for him to shut up, I'm not fucking shutting up.
I'll be the token. I'll be the token devil's advocate raiser on the show if you sponsor us, Palantir. I'll play devil's advocate the whole time.
That's what you always do, though.
And see, like that guy, that on that side, like that guy, he'll be pro Palantir in every episode.
He's gonna start wearing
free Palantir.
Yeah, bro. The way we believe in Jesus, he's gonna believe in you. Okay,
that's right. Free Palantir. Shit.
His background's gonna be like Palantir logos. When he's like, and now a word from our sponsors, he's got a pre.
I'll get the Black Eye and the Palantir stamp logo on my forehead if they sponsor the show. Hey, I'm doing it for you guys, man.
He's ready to sell out.
Let's sell it out, man. Fuck. Yeah.
Listen, don't ever use me as an excuse to sell your stuff.
Yeah.
You're telling me Palantir shows up with a bag.
Do that shit in your own name.
You're saying Netanyahu shows up with the bag. Like Tim Pool.
Fuck Netanyahu. Fuck that guy.
Okay, let's be honest.
Listen, I'm not really about
Netanyahu is going to show up with the bag.
Listen, he showed up at Tim Pool's.
What kind of bag? He's going to put it over your head and you're gone, kidnapped.
Bag. He showed up at Jordan Peterson's. He's over here, and they're shaking hands at the fucking table. Him and Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson. Jordan. I mean, say what you will. Jordan Peterson made the right decision.
I don't like Netanyahu. It has nothing to do with any religion, race, creed, ethnicity, none of that shit. That guy is a monster. That guy is a goof.
Oh my god. Easy, man. Fresh over here killing the bag, bro. This is why we can't get none.
I believe in free speech, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm just gonna say this one last thing, okay? And then I'll stop. If you guys don't want the Holy Land, there is a third option. Just saying.
Fresh. You have to be the conscious of the show. Fine. We will do what we're supposed to do and say exactly how we feel about things. Stand up for the weak. Stand up for justice. And we will pay no cost.
Hey, bro, Hamas terrorists too, man. Hamas terrorists too, bro.
There we go.
Like the problem is not, you know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, this maybe motherfuckers aren't understanding, bro. Hamas terrorists. Hamas is terrorizing their people too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just there's a lot. Like you have to zoom out on the whole picture, bro. There's
Bro,
not.
there's
This
six
shit didn't
sides.
happen
There's
yesterday.
six sides to a dice, my G. You never know how the number's gonna roll. You know what I'm saying? There's so
Mm.
many
This is the
going
spirit.
on. All this.
This is the spirit. Listen, we're on your side, Palantir. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Come on now. Come on
Oh,
now.
fuck-
I got them. I got them
IDF.
to play along.
Nah,
We're good
fuck
now.
IDF too,
Oh my
Okay.
god. Ugh,
bro. They're
we
terrorists
just
too.
had it. We
They're
were just so close.
Bro, they're terrorizing their. Bro, come on.
Ah, dang it. I don't know. We might. It's uncertain whether or not we'll get that Palantir sponsorship. There's only so much. There's only so much two sides we can play.
If Fresh's computer blows up again, we know why.
If I pager and Fresh's computer. Oh, looks like pager fragments. What? Your computer's got pager fragments. Don't know where they came from.
Palantir, it's not
Been there a
just
long
me, bro.
time.
Bro. The 24 karat gold pager, bro.
Yeah, every time we say Palantir, that number goes up, you know.
So I told you, bro. I told you that's like this. We just gotta squeeze a Palantir in every like.
No, that's where it becomes a chant or something. Look,
Oh, look,
see?
it keeps going. It keeps
Free
going up.
Palantir. Free
Oh my
Palantir. Free
Nah, got it.
Palantir.
Free Tory Lanes. Fuck
Free-
Palantir.
Yeah, free Tory Lanes for sure.
I mean, listen.
I'm listening.
Palantir playing the long game. Israel playing the long game. Putting these pagers, holding them down. And you know what's taking a lesson from their playbook?
Sup, Phil?
Ukraine learning the lessons. All right, I want to give a toast to Ukraine too, while we're on the right side of things.
Wait, what?
Yo.
What the
Why are we
fuck
getting
is going
involved?
on here,
Ukraine,
bro?
Ukraine patient, holding it down. Snuck
Bro,
in a bunch
I
of drones.
None
You
of
want
that.
World War, huh?
I don't want none of that.
Like,
I
it's
thought they were
crazy,
just
bro.
talking about. I thought they were just talking about like ending the war, and then now.
Yeah, it's over
What?
now, my boy. You'll be lucky if we don't get World War now.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, then what do you mean?
If I were
Here's
Putin,
fucking
I would
Ukraine. Fuck
definitely
Ukraine.
be launching a fucking some kind of strategic nuclear weapon now for sure. Oh, you just took out 35% of my fucking fleet. That it wasn't 100, so I hope you're prepared for the ones that can fly,
Right,
motherfucker.
In all seriousness, yeah, this is
Because
pretty.
that is
pretty
an
serious.
severe act of war. Like launching a drone attack from within the country to destroy the nuclear bomber fucking fleet that's just sitting out in the open. That's some beginning shit. Like that's the worst thing that's happened yet.
While you're
besides
in
all of the
peace
frontline
talks,
shit. All of
There
this
ain't no
frontline
peace
bullshit,
talks.
bro.
I mean, there's no peace talk. Like it's over. It's fucking over. How can anybody? How can Russia
so-
in any way whatsoever trust anything that Ukraine has to say about anything?
nothing, never again.
Never again.
It's
Yeah.
over. It's over. And you know what that means?
They can go loot nuclear, man. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know about nuclear, but they're gonna
It's
go.
gonna get nasty.
I think that they might
It's
use
gonna get
strategic
nasty.
nuclear weapons, like small nukes in specific places that cause less fallout and they do maximum destruction still. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even need a bit as big as a nuclear weapon was dropped originally. Right? You can use some smaller than that and still do severe damage. You use a bunch of them, of small nukes.
Man. I'm sure Russia has some weapons some World War III weapons like we do. And they just aren't, it just hasn't warranted being there any use. Like I think America has World War III weapons. We got shit that we got on lock. And if you decide to invade our country, you're going to be asking. You're going to be asking trouble. You can't pay $1 trillion a year for 20 years.
We got space lasers, bro.
Fuck yeah, we got space lasers. Are you kidding me?
I know a country that has space lasers.
What country is that, Fresh?
Qatar.
Do you think space lasers are capable of just lighting, fires?
Sure,
Like
but you got to make
white?
sure you have a blue roof.
Like
That's
Hawaii.
the only thing that stops them.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. If it won't burn blue.
So do you think that song "I'm Blue" was prophetic?
What song is that?
"I'm blue. If I was green, I would die." Isn't that what he says?
Oh shit, son.
I mean, Deezy's got blue on his chair. No matter what happens, they ain't gonna fry him.
No, dude. Zap. House on lava mode.
I don't know what's going on over there, guys. Like, it's fucking. I'm just like tired of it. Just have it out. All right, fuck this shit. America, get the fuck out.
Yeah,
let the boys throw it down.
No more Americans should be dying on any battlefields. Bring everyone home.
Not for other countries, bro.
Let's rebuild our fucking country. That's in utter shambles right now, to be honest. The roads suck everywhere. The schools suck everywhere. Prices are super high. People are homeless and fucking extremely poor all across the board. And we're worried about what? Where? Why are we worried about those things when there's so many problems here? That's my stance. Let's solve the problems at home.
We just got to get really rich, guys. That's the only thing I've arrived at now. I've always known it, but I've kind of like arrived at that now. You got to get really rich. But hey, look, even Elon, with all his money and influence, couldn't get a fucking Congress to make some measly ass. I mean, they weren't like major cuts. Some measly ass little DOGE cuts. It wasn't a trillion. It was just it was like what, $160 billion in cuts out of a $30 trillion freaking deficit. They want a $35 trillion deficit or some shit. They want to race it to. They can cut 160, and it's not $160 billion in 1 year. It was like $160 billion over like 5 years, some bullshit. And they couldn't even get that through Congress. Like, what are we doing?
Nothing.
And like, I don't know at what point the U.S. like Americans are just going to be like, look, no more Republicans, no more Democrats. We're going to vote for just whatever third party motherfucker doesn't give a shit about anything and it's just like ready to do the right thing. That's what we're going to vote for, and that's going to be what Congress is going to be. Like, that's all. That's the only thing I can think that's left. Like, fuck the Republican Party. Fuck Democrats. Fuck them all.
I think that the unfortunate reality of all of this is that absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you put a person into a position of power, it's like a fucking flip of a coin on whether or not they're going to be fucking good or bad with the power that they wield.
It's not a flip of a coin. It's 100% chance they're going to be corrupt because absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's every time. It doesn't matter. Without fail, that's our nature. People aren't supposed to have that level of power, bro. It gets like it starts getting to people's heads, and like again, the more absolute the power, the more positive it's happening.
I mean, here's the thing, though. The whole point of Congress was that you're going to elect a bunch of different people with a bunch of different whatevers from a bunch of different places, and you'd be able to balance out the.
That only works when they're not all allowed to accept campaign funding from specific people with specific agendas. So then you just wind up getting a bunch of rich people paying for the campaigning of people that will do what they say they're going to do.
I mean, Trump put together in his last election, and he made all these promises. And again, maybe it's in the works, and maybe it's going to, things will turn around. I hope so, But, he made a bunch of promises, and all these fucking promises have kind of been like either not happened at all or are, kind of fizzlers. I mean, he said he was going to tell us what was going on with those UFOs. And they came out and said the exact same shit that the fucking Biden administration said. He said, JFK files, they still redacted the parts about, Israel. Let's just be real. I mean, Epstein files ain't shit. You got Bongino and Cash out here saying we've seen the tapes. And when before that, they were saying that there were no tapes, that it was shut down. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man. I'm sick of it. Like, Are we gonna fucking get what we voted for, or are we not? It's like, fucking make it happen. We want peace between Russia and Ukraine. Doesn't look like that's happening now. It seemed like it was promising for a second there. You know, we got people being banned and kicked out of the country because they voice an opinion. You know, you got Rubio saying that, like, you know, they're building a national Palantir database to fucking spy on all of us. Like, that's worse than what we have with the Patriot Act. Like, what are we doing here?
Well, yeah, and if the NSA and Palantir aren't already fucking in cahoots,
right?
You know, in transmitting data, then they have everything. They don't just have your bank account and information. They got your fucking
quantum computing, man.
Sam got your personalized spy device with you at all times, where they're just taking all the information about you. Hey, and then you wear an Apple Watch. Cool. Not only do they got that, now they got the data on your heart rate. They could take fucking EEGs, bro. And now all that data could be transmitted, sold back to you in products, sold to the highest bidder.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the data on this person. That'd be good for these types of advertisements. That's what our world has turned into, bro.
I know, man. It's like
a big data broker.
It's hard not to be blackpilled this shit. I mean, I guess RFK is doing some good where he is, but like, I mean, he was out here fucking. They just approved another vaccine, mRNA vaccine for fucking bullshit COVID. Nothing's happened with COVID. There's like no mention of it at all. Anything related to COVID, anything
they dropped the website, bro. You didn't see the website?
Sure. Is Fauci getting held to account for anything that he did over the last fucking I don't know how many years at NIH?
I don't know, bro. A preemptive pardon is fucking crazy, dude. Like pardoning him back so many years. I don't know, dude.
Why isn't that being challenged in the Supreme Court? Preemptive pardons? That's never been done before. Nobody's challenging that, or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just right now at this moment, I just feel super blackpilled about all this shit. It's like, what are we doing? What the fuck are you guys doing? And then all of Congress they don't even approve, like, I mean, just as a token, like, okay, we'll approve $80 million worth of DOGE cuts as a token of something, like zero.
Nothing.
I mean, just, and then Elon's on his way out, and like, it's obvious that dude is fucking broken over it. You know, you could tell he's sad about it, dude. He's not happy about, you know, all that work they put in, all the fucking, think of all the shit he went through, man, with his companies and
suffering and shit. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. The customers getting their cars with, like, you know, swastikas painted on them and shit getting blown up. It's like, I mean, I don't know. There must be like some kind of like force out there beyond anything that like enters your spirit when you enter in a position of power or something. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, how is this possible? It's an easy home run for your base. Like, why wouldn't you just, you know, like, it's just weird, man. It's so fucking weird. I can't believe they didn't do any cuts. That's weird. Come on. And then here's the thing. Everybody's just like on team red or team blue, and they're just going to fucking, you know, and then there's going to be another election cycle, and they're going to make all these dumbass promises and ain't going to do shit, no matter which side you vote for. You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to see some fucking significant change.
Yeah.
I want it all torn down and rebuilt. I don't want a continuing of the same.
Yeah.
Less government, more just fucking regular people doing their thing.
I just wonder, like, it makes me wonder, like, it's like, okay, next election cycle is going to come, and it's going to be the same shit. Red team, blue team. There's going to be a bunch of people that are like team blue, and I guess they'll win that time because they're more motivated than the demoralized people on team red. And then there'll be some bullshit rally, and then it's like, where does it end? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to end in war, or it's going to end in bankruptcy.
It doesn't end. We live in a cycle of pain and suffering, and it's being harvested, and you have to escape the matrix, bro. You just got to get out of it.
I gotta get my hands on that krill, bro.
Expect the worst. Expect the worst. Hope for the best. Expect the worst. Hope for the best, bro. That's all you can do.
All right. Well, you know what that means. I just gotta party, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. If we all gonna get blown up, why don't we just fucking, you know what? Shit. I'm sorry, Michael. It's the end of the world. I'm gonna drink.
Listen, all I gotta say is, yeah, now I gotta go grab a drink, bro. You're over here pouring it up. I see you.
Go ahead.
That was a preemptive fucking strike, bro, or that was like a deep strike and on military bases within, like, I don't know,
Russia.
dude.
Dude.
There, it was escalation for sure. So what happens now?
I mean, imagine if we were like in a tiff with Mexico, and all of a sudden, like, we had drones blowing up our military bases here in the United States from, like, you know, whatever, like some trucks or some shit. I mean, bro, what will we do? It's gonna be fucking hellfire. Like, that's what it would be if that happened to us. I mean, we had two buildings blow up on September 11th, and we went around the world and fucking demolished fucking countries. So I don't know. What are you gonna say, Deezy? Sorry.
Nothing. Still amazed by. I'm still amazed by how those two buildings blew up on 9/11. It's crazy.
A lot of powder, huh? A lot of powdery substances.
You ever see the cartoon? And it's like the guy has a time machine and he goes back and he stops the planes from hitting on 9/11, and then he's like taking a video of it and he's like, "Oh, I just stopped the towers from going," and they still fall. Just saying. There's more than a little bit of truth to that, my bro. Those fucking planes didn't collapse that. Those buildings, like, bro, the number one reason why they didn't collapse that is because the buildings were made to withstand that and were made to not collapse if that happened.
That's literally besides an earthquake, that's like its number one fucking threat. It's like a fucking airplane. You know what I mean?
All right.
What else is gonna ever hurt it besides an airplane or like an earthquake or hurricane or some crazy shit? A weather event or a fucking airplane. That's it. So they built it specifically for that.
Well, I don't know. If we keep talking about this, we won't have another 9/11 episode this year.
Oh yeah.
Although we kind of said it all in the last 9/11 episode. So
doesn't matter. You still got to do like a tribute episode. Then we got to figure something out.
Shit.
All the things we lost on 9/11.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right, keep that in the back pocket. All right, well, this has been a cheery episode. We're having a good time.
Yo, bro, I'm having a great time.
That's where, you know, I just feel like, fuck it, man. Listen, the world's a dangerous place.
I just want to be drafted, bro. I don't want to go fight in some fucking war.
It's fine. You'll get the robotic arm. You know, you'll get the Neuralink if shit goes down. It's better than it was. So
if they do draft me, then just make me a drone pilot. I'd be down with that if I had to do something.
Well, I mean, you know, Anduril is building all these drones. The Golden Dome is being put into effect. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I think that's going to be the thing that makes Canada join, right? Because bro said, listen, we'll give you the dome, but you got to pay for it, or you could join and it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, if shit's really like, bro, if war is really about to pop off, like if we're really like, I think it's better for us.
That's why motherfuckers like Greenwald got to get freaky in their private life. This is dangerous. You know how stressful this shit is? God dang, it's stressful. And you got to cut loose when you got to cut loose. And it might take a little more than just, you know, a cuddle and a hug. All right. You might need to get spat on. You might need to smoke a little, you know, speed. I'm just saying.